Guys, it's Chris, back in the cider shed with some more cider to try. And it's a cider we've had before. It is from Herefordshire, and it's a producer we tried lots of things from, Watkins. So it's the original blend. There it is, original blend. So we've tried this before, but this just came in yesterday on a pallet. This is the new vintage, which I was waiting to go into bottle. So it's a blended cider. So they're trying to blend to get the same taste every year. So whether I'm guessing they won't use the same blend every year of apples. They'll change depending on the vintage, because the vintage will give you different apples. So you'll change the blend of those apples to give you the same flavour profile. It's like what champagne houses do, except not so fancy, basically. And that's nowhere deriding Watkins. It's more deriding the fanciness of the champagne, actually. Let's have a look what it says in the bottle. It says something on the bottle. It says, Watkins' original blend was the first cider recipe produced when Dennis Watkin and friends started making cider on the family farm in Aberdour in 1991. Made from a blend of apples from our own centuries-old orchards, this cider has endured the test of time, not only winning national and international cider of the year, but also remaining our flagship session cider. And session cider it is. I can't talk today. Session cider it is, 4.5%. It's one of the things I like about it. Also like how it tastes. I think it's really good. Ingredients: apple juice, natural sugars, sulfites, trace. So I assume that means they're not adding sulfites, it's just sulfites that occur naturally, because they do occur naturally. So, I'm going to open up, try it. Bought quite a lot of it, because I sell a lot of it. Probably my biggest selling cider, actually. Sold out of Yarlington Mill, which is basically very similar to this in flavour profile, but 6%, single variety, Yarlington Mill, not a blend. Richer, sweeter. I feel this is a bit more austere, but only a bit. It's got plenty of sweetness. It hasn't got quite the viscosity because it's lower in alcohol, but I think because it's got less, it's not quite as sweet, you feel the acidity more. It's a bit bolder, and I like that. And we should talk about acidity. Let's talk about acidity. So I was on the phone to Albert from Ross and White today, because I'm getting a pallet of cider off him, and I was trying to decide what to get. So I wanted to chat to him, see what was available, and he berated me. I mean, he didn't really berate me. He pointed something out about making sure that people understand the distinction between malic acid, lactic acid, and acetic acid, because all those things will occur in cider. But what I said to him, I don't mind a little bit of acetic acid in cider. The guys at Ross and White, Albert, Mike, they don't like acetic acid. They do not want it in their cider. So if I'm trying their cider in film, I almost don't want to say I can taste it. And to be fair, I don't think I've ever detected acetic acid in any of their ciders. At all. Ever. But there are some people that work with acetic acid. Like the Basque region, the Spanish ciders, they've got massive amounts of acetic acid. It's very much part of their character. And they blatantly say, yes, it's in there. We like it, we love it, we embrace it, and this is what we get from it. I think what bothered Arthur more was when people... Arthur? That's my son. Not Arthur. Albert. What bothered Albert more was when people get it, but try and ignore it. For me, I like a bit of acetic acid in there. A hint of it doesn't bother me whatsoever. I tried a beer to demonstrate the qualities of acetic acid. I forget which video it was. I'm going to post the video number here, so you can go and have a look at it. That's a beverage, Duchess de Bourgogne, that actively encourages acetic acid, and I love it. I think I say in that film that it'd be great to have with fish and chips. You wouldn't need any vinegar, just salt, fish and chips, blast of that. Amazing, I think it would be. So malic acid is the predominant acid that's present in apples. So if you're used to like green apples, Granny Smith apples, malic acid is that mouth-watering sort of acidity you associate with those green sort of apples, if you like. Lactic acid occurs when malic acid is converted to lactic acid through malolactic fermentation, and that will happen when you slowly age ciders over long periods of time through cool months, from say autumn, winter into spring, which pretty much all the ciders I sell, they go through that process. Industrial ciders, they won't do that. They need to bang them out faster. So you'll actually get more of a malic character in those sorts of ciders. Also, I think you detect it more as well in the East Coast ciders from like Suffolk, Kent, because they use culinary apples, and I feel like you get a bit more of that green sort of malic character in those ciders from those apples. But yeah, it's distinct. So acetic is what you get in vinegar, malic is what you get in a green apple, and lactic is what you associate with dairy. It's like yogurt. So like I think it's half as acid, lactic acid, as malic acid. So when it converts, it gives you a much more gentle acidity, which is much more pleasant. But one of the things that makes farmhouse cider stand out from industrial ciders is that acidity that you get, lactic or otherwise. And it's one of the things that first endeared me to it and made me think, wow, this is not like anything I've ever had. And you can have things with sugar if you have things with acidity, because the sourness balances the sweetness. They're good bedfellows. Right, so there. Talked about it, Albert. All right, you happy now? Jesus. Right, so let's pour this out. And this should have a good hit of acidity, because one of the things I like about Guatkin is the acidity they get. They've got a sweet tooth, no question. They have a sweet tooth. Their mediums are pretty darn sweet. I have a sweet tooth as well. Does not bother me one iota. But they get such great acidity in there. Lactic acidity. Pretty much, I think. Not really any acetic. I don't think I've got much acetic ever from anything from Watkins. And it's not malic. It's a softer acidity. Very pleasing. So yeah, I'm expecting this to have good acidity, because that's one of the things I like about their ciders. So hopefully it does. All right. So anyway, colour. I mean, it's looking pretty nice, the colour. Yeah, look at that. Nice, bright amber. So this will be, I think, filtered and force carbonated. For the bottles, they filter it. For the bag and box and stuff, they don't filter. I think when it's in a bottle, a clear bottle, they want people to be able to look through it. It looks very enticing when it's filtered. And I have to say, I mean, filtering I think is unnecessary, generally speaking. But if you're looking through a glass bottle at it, it does look nicer if it's filtered, I must say. However, they don't seem to lose anything in terms of flavour by filtering, because you can filter out flavour as well. There's particulates. I've got to bring something to the party. But I have to say, these guys don't seem to suffer with that at all. You know, it's fine. And forced carbonation, if it's done sympathetically, I'm fine with that as well. I'm fine with that. Like I've always said, if I wouldn't drink it, I wouldn't sell it, and I will drink this. I like it. You know, all those things aside. Right, nice colour. Got some nice light carbonation there, so let's give it a sniff. So really nice apple, really nice ripe apple, and sort of honey as well. Yeah, like a honeyed, but or maybe there's like a hint of fresh red cut apple in there as well, which I would think is malic actually in a sense. Yeah, but there's like sort of baked apple, honey, a little bit of honey, that fresh apple as well. Really nice. Really nice. And this is really cold as well. It's really cold. It needs to be warmer. And when it warms up, I'm going to get a lot more from it, I'm sure. But already I'm thinking it smells really good. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Ooh, yeah, a bit of acidity. I was going to say, is there a hint of acetic in there? I don't think there is. I don't think it is. I think my nose is playing tricks on me because of the conversation we've just had. I did a lot of talking. And you listened, or you turned off, whatever. All right, let's try it. Yeah, quite fizzy. I wouldn't want any more, but it's fine. There's that honey baked apple character, and then there's that acidity. Bang, right there, brilliant. It's brilliant. I love that. I love that acid character. So this is reasonably sweet for a medium. By commercial standards, I don't think it would be classed. I don't think it's even close to being that sweet medium. But by sort of farmhouse standards, I think it probably is. But man, that acidity they get, it's right there. Lactic, yeah, not really malic. Lactic, I think it could be bordering on acetic. Like there might be the merest hint of it in there, just the merest hint. But if there is, good. I like it. I don't mind. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it is just quite a strong lactic flavour or it's just tipping over into acetic. But whatever, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. It works really well with the sweetness. 4.5%. Drink it all day. I mean, you'd probably be hospitalised if you drank it all day, but you drink it for a large majority of the day and not be hospitalised. There you go. There's a tagline. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. It's really good. It's light, but there's plenty of apple character. There's that kind of honey sort of demerara character. That great acidity. It's almost like lemon lime acidity actually. Balances it out. Like I always say, what I said about the last vintage and what I'm going to say about this, it reminds me very much of having a Lockett cough sweet, but without the menthol. The lockets, they've got like honey and they've got like a lemon sort of thing going. Sort of reminds me of that. That's kind of what reminds me of lockets without the menthol in a bottle. And that is no bad thing. I loved lockets when I was a kid. I haven't had one for years. Should get some. Next time I have a cold, I'm having some lockets. So there you go. Me talking about acidity. Probably talking too fast, so you didn't understand me anyway. Probably didn't make any sense. Probably muddled some of my words up, like I did just then. But hey, who cares? Fun in the shed. Well, I'm going to drink the rest of this very happily. Got lots more to sell. I've already sold 3 cases of it. I nearly got it yesterday, so that's pretty good. I will have it on the market. I've got some regulars who are big fans of this stuff, so I think they're going to be very, very happy to see it back on sale. All right, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Join me again. And until then, cheers.